The KZ EDX Pro for some while now has been on the market, but it's not really kind of like blown up as I would have expected it to blow up. And I think all this thing boils down to the fact that KZ misfired with the production of this earphone. The earphone they wanted it to be an upgrade, a direct upgrade to the very, very high selling EDX and very popular EDX, make no mistake about it. But they they messed up. They really did mess up. The idea here was to make a $14 earphone that could be refined enough to replace the EDX. But the EDX Pro has been quite a failure if we look at the grand scheme of things, considering the EDX sold hundreds of thousands of units. I kid you not. I think the EDX at the moment is as popular with the general audience as the BL03. And the funny thing is that when that EDX earphone was doing so well in sales and was quite a cult earphone, nobody really hyped that set. In fact, till now, nobody still talks about the EDX and how well it has done over the past 1 year. That earphone, I kid you not, still sells tens of thousands every month. That earphone is still doing so well. The sales is ridiculous, especially if you go to the official store for KZ. You will see how ridiculous it's selling. It is really, 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 really top notch. It's doing very, very well. The EDX Pro, on the other hand, is not doing very well because the tuning did not work. The tuning is not what people expected it to be, especially considering that they wanted this model to replace the EDX. The EDX is outperforming the EDX Pro in sound quality, and this is one of the reasons why it is flopping, and this is the reason why it will not do much more than what it's doing at the moment. Um, the only thing it does have that the original EDX has, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty much its 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 sensitivity of 112 decibels. It does also have almost the same impedance of like the old one. It does have 24 ohm impedance, meaning that they both are quite easy to drive. They're still both 10 millimeter dynamic driver. It's in the dynamic driver that you're getting. The difference, another difference is the shell design. The shell design of the EDX Pro has a QDC-like connector type, and it has a very different, not by much, but slightly different from the original EDX. I prefer the original EDX because it can work with regular 2-pin cable. It does look more beautiful, and in white, that earphone looks gorgeous. You could get it in white, but the EDX Pro does look like, for instance, I think like the MT1 from TRN. It has that TRN budget like look to it. So I'm not a big fan of the shell design of the EDX Pro. I think it's okay. I really do think it's okay for who will get it, but I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing. To be honest, I feel that KZ could have done a lot better. The tuning of this earphone killed this earphone, and it's quite sad because I feel they could have done a lot better with this release, but they've clearly not been able to do a lot with it. And it is what it is. But regardless of the situation right now, it's not a success as one would have imagined it to be. But it is what it is. I think KZ will learn from this. They will move on to something else. And we'll see what the future will bring again for them, because they will certainly release something again. They might try to go back on this EDX line and see what they can do to improve. And I will be here to cover the product that they will release eventually. So that's it. Do subscribe to the channel. I'll see everyone next time.